going to share some things with you guys on listing attraction, because that's how we can impact this thing we call revenue, and everybody gets to share more. How many of you guys are following Krys? If you're not doing it already, do it now. Krys is using social. He's coming up with some creative ways, not just to get likes, not just to get some more people to follow him and some more agents to DM him, but to sign listing contracts. Krys, share with everybody what you just did in the last week to get listings signed.
Absolutely. Alex talks about it in his book. I think this is like a big thing moving into the market that we're coming into, is something like an irresistible offer, something that seems so irresistible. I got this from somebody else in my local market, and we were just executing it better, I believe. And we're running a YouTube ad. If you guys want to send me a message, I can send you the video. It's an irresistible offer, and my mom, Nahid, is running one of the videos. My teammate, Ness, is running one of the videos. We're in the farm that we're soliciting, and we're holding a $100 bill in the video, and we say something along the lines of, doesn't really matter if you're thinking about selling or you just want to get the value. I don't care if it's a condo or a house. Meet with me, and I'll give you this $100 bill. Do whatever you want with the $100 bill. And you would be blown away with how many people want to talk to you if you're willing to give them a $100 bill. And you would be even more blown away by how many people never take the $100 bill when you're in the living room. But it's an irresistible offer that we're running. We just signed one listing this week from it, a $950,000 listing in Eastville, California. I'm really proud of Ness, that's on my team. But it's working. So that's a good one. That's an irresistible offer.
And how are you confronting? You made a promise on the video about the $100. So how are you, acknowledging the fact that you made this offer?
For years, legacy real estate media companies have overpromised and underdelivered, overcharging you for information readily available for free on YouTube. At BAM, we think this is insane. It's why we created BAMX. For a fraction of the cost, you can gain access to the best content in real estate and marketing, including all our courses, live streams, daily downloads, and access to everyone at BAM in our private community. Join us today in BAMX, where we actually value your investment in becoming a better agent and marketer.
Yeah, so real agents obviously love to make content, and in my opinion, making content is fishing, right? But we are also hunters, so it's my job to fish, but if my pole is just sitting there, what am I doing with my hands, right? Like, I'm gonna go shoot some squirrels. That's when we pick up the phone. And the phone call is pretty straightforward. They'll click on the lead, it will come into the CRM, and it's something like, hey Jim, people only click on this ad for 3 reasons. 1, they're curious to value their home just to have it. 2, they're thinking about making a move. And 3, everybody wants the $100, but which one applies to you? They never say all 3. They seldomly say the $100. I had, 2 people that were like, I gotta buy the grandkids like soccer shoes. So, some of them do want the money. But for the most part, I think they click on the ad because they do have some curiosity about what to do with their home or of the value. And they want to know, is this shit real? Like, can I really get a $100 bill? They only get the $100 bill if we meet with them in their house.
Even if you give a $100 bill to 100% of the people, which you haven't done, because most have said to you, dude, it's cool, you made such an impact, you're such a professional, I don't need the $100, thanks for coming over, thanks for adding value. If you were to pay $100 to 100% of the people, that's far less expensive than a Zillow or a Realtor MVP lead right now. Can we all agree with that? And it's a listing lead.
We've been running it for 9 months. I think we've spent approximately like $6,500-ish bucks. We're not, cranking a ton of leads out of it. We signed 2. We've gone on at least, I think, 7 consultations, signed 2. And it's effective. I'm not saying it's going to answer all your questions for 2024, but I think you give it a shot and it'll get you some face-to-face appointments.
It's getting you in the door. Alex just spoke about charisma, right? It's trainable. He shared with us how you can be charismatic. You've got that down. Once you get in the door, that starts to take over.
I just want to add, see, you would do that. You would actually do that type of thing Krys is doing. Everyone's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Will I do that? You would do that if you were certain that you had the ability to influence those people in that room. If and only if you were certain, if your skills are so good, if you know the market so well, if you know exactly how to handle that situation from start to finish, you would offer anybody $100. See, whoever's more certain in any interaction influences the other person. So that's what you guys need to work with. That's why that black book is so beautiful, particularly for things like this. If you can recite that, the frames, page by page, you'd offer $1,000 to these sellers in some of these markets, right? And the beautiful thing is, and Sharon said this and with different words, is people don't even have to believe what you're saying. They have to believe you believe what you're saying.